I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, the women don't do NS, and does anyone say they're not Singaporean?
Cameras rolling.
Hi, my name's Brad Bowyer. I'm the one they call the Angmo politician, and the first guy who was coloured by POFMA.
What do you think of Singapore's existing government?
One without swear words, I think, is probably the best answer to give. I feel a little bit sorry for them in some way. Back in the 80s in Singapore, things got done, and if things were wrong, they actually changed them. Unfortunately, that's changed now. We're running the place like a company and a workforce and not a country. And they've gone so far down one road, they're kind of stuck at the moment.
You've been accused of being a party hopper. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, those are derogatory statements I get all the time. I don't think everyone marries the first girl they date, right? I joined the PAP and I spent 5 years. So it wasn't like rushing. Then I realised it was getting nowhere and I left. A friend introduced me to Cheng. He was with NSP at the time. So he formed People's Voice and I just followed him. But it was not going in a direction that I felt was what Singapore needed. Doc's party came up and I thought, well, okay, well maybe I can add some value here, you know. So when people say party hopper, that's just them being derogatory because they can't think of anything else.
Why didn't you go for NS?
I wasn't eligible. I mean, when I was first in Singapore, when I was 18, I was a foreigner. I did ask to join the volunteer NFS, but they said I was too old, even though I had a military background. So, I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, the women don't do NS, and does anyone say they're not Singaporean? Personally, I actually think NS needs to be totally revamped anyway. These days, it's all technology. Just having bodies to throw at it is not the answer. National service can still have value. It could be working in healthcare, it could be elder care, it could be community service, and then you could extend it to everyone.
Why didn't you appeal against POFMA?
I spoke to a few friends, some of which were lawyers. We decided that it wouldn't be worth the time and effort. They cherry-picked 3 components. Most of it was misinterpreted, although as we've now found, it's not the fact, it's what people might think the fact means, which basically is deciding what is the truth or not. And because I was the first one, there was just a massive amount of media coverage. I just put a little note at the top. I didn't have to change it in any way. And then I took the government's point of view and I did a follow-on post where I agreed or disagreed with what they said. People can make their own mind. I don't care that there's a little note on the top of my post.
At the end of the day, is the opposition just too weak to come into power?
I like to call them the alternatives, not the opposition. We may be in opposition to the PAP, but for Singaporeans, we're an alternative, we're a choice. Workers' Party obviously over the years have grown stronger. Doc with his background is growing stronger. The PAP is going in the other direction. I think it's, as Lee Kuan Yew said, one day the alternatives will put up a better team and the people will say, yep, let's give them a chance. If they don't, Singapore's in big trouble, let's put it that way.